Good morning and welcome to my third turn, I think, with the Chinese. As a quick introduction, I had some really serious problems when with recording this turn because my phone stopped recording all along, and in the end I had 5 parts in it for that. I decided to just bring those parts together in a video, so that's gonna follow here soon. But it won't be as pleasant to watch as I would love it to be. I hope you still watch it, but don't wonder. As I said, it's 5 videos that I had to put after each after another. I decided to buy a new phone, so the next video on the next turn will be hopefully much better. And don't know what I'm gonna do with this old cell phone. Maybe I'm gonna bring it to the range and just let my anger go through it. I don't know. So hopefully you'll enjoy the turn. Really big events in this turn, but yeah, it was really a mess filming it. Have a nice day and see you on the next turn. And goodbye. I hope you will still watch it. Good morning and welcome to the DFP in beautiful Rhineland. Today it's gonna be a little bit longer of a turn since China is at full wartime income and PLA will be on the move. For too long the Soviets have looked upon the Chinese as inferior. I thought they're just something like the junior partner in communism. They even thought that the Soviets could take China or look at China like a colony. This will stop today. Today the PA will crush the forces that were gathered by the Soviet Union just for one single purpose: to attack the Chinese motherland. So for that, we will advance into our enemy's territory and crush them before they come to us. Alright, so let's get into it. Let's gonna start with some tech. Last round we completed AMD, so we switched a little bit the tech. We still go on PGM like for the whole game. The second one is not AMD anymore, so I'm taking this guy off. Sorry. It's really early in the morning here, so I messed that up. The second tag is gonna be LRM, so that's fine. The third tag is CAM, and now we are starting, trying to advance Top Gun, 12th tag. Alright, so let's start, and I really hope for CAM. So let's see. Oh, the Chinese tech program is great as always. Oh man, okay, so I'm hitting PGM on a 9, and that's it. Cool. Well, let's see how the rest of the turn is gonna go. If these are, if I'm gonna roll low dice this turn, I'm fine with it. Okay, so besides that, let me give you a quick overlook over the board. So we will attack with a big force North Korea. We will attack with a smaller force South Korea by airborne, marine, and a little bit of air force. And we will also go to southern Kazakhstan with forces from western Xinjiang and eastern Xinjiang. So basically everything that can move in here will move in there, besides 1 infantry, 1 field artillery. And on this side of the board, everything that can move from Beijing, from southern Manchuria, and all the air force and all that will go into North Korea. Besides that, we will try to attack this sub, this SSK, and this sub, this SSN. Oh, sorry, please, I'm not there anymore. Alright, so let's start with the smaller battles. Let's start with the naval stuff. So we're gonna attack this SSN and this SSK first. I think we can just roll it here. Real quick. Alright, let me check if you can see the dice tray here. Yeah, I think that's okay. Alright. So let's go like that. Okay. So first things first, we'll be moving one SSN and the SSK to P28 and try to sink the SSN. So I'll be rolling with a green die on a 4, and this will be on a 3. And that's a hit. Great. Okay, so the SSN goes down. And he also tries to defend, of course. And that's a 6. So this SSN is gone. Okay, that's a great start. So now we're going on this SSK. So for that, we're taking 2 destroyers, 2 frigates, these guys here. So 1 SSK. Yeah, that's it. So the frigates have a sub attack of 1. These are gonna be the green die. The SSK is at a 3. And the destroyers are at a 4. So black is a 4, green is the 1, and blue is a 3. So black is a 4, so obviously we hit them. And he can't roll back. So I'm really hoping I didn't confuse black and green right here. I have to make that a little bit in order. So if I said the black is rolling at a 1, what I'm not thinking, if something like that happened, then his submerged instead of rolling for defense. But yeah, pretty confident I said the black will be at a 4. Okay, so this guy is down 2. At least I hope so. Otherwise, it would just submerge and won't block anything more. So the path is free because that stuff here was a screening force for the amphib attack and for getting these guys out. Basically, I should have rolled that one first because otherwise these guys couldn't have moved out. I'm sorry. I think I should have taken a little more coffee prior to the turn, but it's so early that I thought, okay, I should take my turn prior to the kids waking up. So I'm sorry for that, guys. Okay, let's continue with the fighting and go over to southern Kazakhstan. So in southern Kazakhstan, the Soviets have 4 early gen MBTs, and I will move in with quite some stuff. I will battle board most of the battles here for you to watch and for me to avoid making any mistakes. I hope it's not gonna take too long to set up this stuff here on the board, but I don't think so. Alright, so just one sec, guys. So it's gonna be attacking over mountain border. So it will be -1 for the first turn. For all the land units participating. So this guy joins. These two guys will join 2. They will join. And 1 EGF will join. Oh, before I forget it, my Chinese buy, is 1 medium bomber. So I'm saving $5 because I had 9, and now I only spent 4. So maybe we'll be lucky, and let's do it like that. Maybe I'll be lucky and get some nuclear release die in the next turn. Alright, so we have the early gen MBTs attacking at a 1. Lots of 1s here. The SAM will retire because there will be no scramble. So they don't have any eligible targets. So they retire. So we have right now, what do we have? We have early gen fighter at a 3, 2 mechs at a 2, and a lot of stuff at a 1. The free field artillery will roll for cam in the first turn. To see if we can disrupt the enemy. Okay. So I've got free field artillery, rolling 2 dice each at a 1. So just 1, 1. Nope, that's nothing. Okay. So the field artillery misses and will retire this time. Alright, so we've got 6, 801, 1 hit, that's 1 general hit, 2 at a 2, and 1 at a 3. Okay, so 1 hit. I'm just gonna continue with this battle. 1 card of that. So 1 hit on the Soviet side, and the Soviets hit almost nothing. Let me reroll this guy here in the corner. Okay, so Soviets have hit nothing. They are at 3 early gen NBTs right now. It was the first round of combat, so these all move up. 1. Alright, so 6 at a 2. Yeah, my dice tray falls off. Sorry for that. 6 at a 2, no hits here. And 3 at a 3. 2 hits. Oh, that's great. Okay, so 2 more hits on my side. Soviets hit 1. Okay, so that's gonna be 1 early gen MBT. And the Soviets have 1 early gen MBT left. So 5 at a 2. Nothing. And 3 at a 3. That's plenty. That's great. Okay, cool start. And the early gen NBT misses. Alright, so I just lost 1 NBT. Soviets 4. That's really great. I would love to continue the fighting here in that matter, but I don't expect it will be going that great again. Alright, let me set up the rest here real quick. So next will be the fighting for South Korea, and we won't take that long for rolling dice. I mean, maybe the Chinese are just gonna crush the South Korean forces easily, or Soviet forces in South Korea. So I'm bringing in 1 airborne from Beijing. plus 2 early generation fighters from Beijing. I just got them here. So 1 airborne at an airborne assault would be at 4. It's at 3 because of the mountains. 2 EGFs are at a 3, and they will go in air superiority combat for the first round of combat. Besides that, we're bringing in 2 Marines with the amphibious assault ship conducting an amphibious assault. So they would be at a 4, reduced to a 3. And the cruiser will be fighting with shore bombardment in the first turn. So the cruiser will roll a 2, hopefully. Alright. So the Soviets have a next-gen MBT and a Marine next-gen MBT defending at a 4, at a 6. The Marine defending at a 4. Sorry, I'm still figuring out a little bit here how to do all that stuff. And one important thing, the Soviets will scramble up 1 fighter from North Korea to the fighting here in South Korea. So, let's see. I will roll with the red die for the Soviets and 2 greens are my 3s. So 2 at 3 and 1 at 6. Oh, that's great. Okay, cool. So the Soviets miss, so the fighter is down, but both early gen fighters hit. So that will be 1 fighter and 1 general hit. Let me check what he's losing. He's losing a mountain first, a Marine first. So the Marine will get to defend. If the cruiser don't hit them on first strike with shore bombardment, would be at a tow. Oh, didn't hit. Okay, so we have 1 Marine what would die this turn, and 1 next-gen MBT. I will roll 3 dice for my land units, all hitting at a 3, so that's 1 hit. So that's the next-gen MBT, that's great. So all Soviet forces will be down. And the Marine in defense will roll with a green die. And the red one will be the dangerous one, the next-gen MBT, on a 6. Okay, I really have to take this off. Oh man. Okay, so they both hit, but fortunately it's no target select. So I'm taking off 1 Marine and that's a tough choice here. Let me double check that real quick. And 1 airborne. Okay, so there's 1 Marine left on my side. But South Korea got conquered here, so that's great. And I will also collect 1 battle star for the air superiority kill and 1 battle star for conquering the country. Alright. 1 second before we advance to the big battle. So by taking South Korea, well, I'm adjusting that here. For taking South Korea, I destroyed the amphibious assault ship in port. Unfortunately, I couldn't just take it, but yeah, it's destroyed now. That's fine too. All right. So, South Korea got conquered. Let's get to the big boy battle. Let's get to North Korea. Okay, I will set this up real quick so you can see it on the battle board before we start rolling. So the Soviets have 2 early gen MBTs, 4 SP artillery, all rolling for the cam in the first turn. So that's 8 at a 3 using cams. We have Sam at a 2 and 3 next gen MBTs. So we will have these guys here on first strike. So 1 SAM and 4 SP artillery on first strike. That's a little bit unpleasant. Okay, so let me bring over the Chinese stuff. Will take a little bit. So that's 1 Air Force from the Northern Theater Command, from the Air Command. We also bring in the stuff from Beijing, so the Central Theater Command. And we'll also bring in a lot of stuff from the Northern Theater Command from Manchuria. So basically almost everything that China has is in that battle up here. Alright, so let's do it like that. This guy died. Alright, besides that, we're also bringing in some EGFs from far, far away. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of them has only 1 movement left because he came from far away. Indicate that real quick. Alright, so 1 EGF will be here. I'm indicating the fuel he is left with a small red die. I will show in a moment. Next one will be also coming from far away. These 2. And the rest of all the EGFs will have a range of 3 left. So let's bring these guys. That's a fighter here, fighter. Okay. So these guys are at a 3, or they are at a 3 and have 3 movement left. The fighter has 3 left. And the bombers, the medium bombers, not attack bombers, all have, I think, 6 left. 7 left, a lot. Okay, the attack helo, 6. He's got just 1 movement left, but he will try to combat land there. We have the SP artillery. This will be reduced to 2s because it's fighting in mountains. We have 2 MBTs at a 3. 2 early gen MBTs at a 1. Next gen MBT at a 6 reduced to a 5. And 3 max. So they would be at a 4 regularly. All of them. But they have close air support. So, sorry. Okay, so they have close air support. So 2 of them would move up 2. Oh, sorry. It's like this. So 3 were at 3, 2 moved up at a 4. Because of the mountains, they all moved down again. So they are at 2, and 2 of them are at a 3. Okay, we have the Sam. This guy will retire. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the second part from my video of the Chinese turn. Unfortunately, my phone just died right seconds prior to the beginning of the Korea or the battle for North Korea. So So I didn't notice it prior to rolling, and I rolled the attacker's dice and the first strike stuff. So that's what happened. We decided to just take the rolls I already rolled and continue with the defenders. So to give you a little heads up, what happened? I rolled all my artillery, so three field artillery, 2 SP artillery with cam. They all missed in first strike. The defenders rolled the SAM. They missed 2, or the SAM missed 2 against the aircraft, but the 4 SP artillery rolled cam and they hit with 4 dice. So my troops got disrupted for the first one, and I also got 3 more first strike hits. So for that, 1 field artillery is gonna die, and 2 early gen MBTs. So these guys go down for first strike. Besides that, on my attacker's turn, I rolled pretty poorly, and I just rolled 4 general hits and 1 land target select with a 2 on the next gen MBT. So I could only select on these units here, because the next gen MBT from the Soviets cannot be target selected unless it's a 1, and it was a 2. So 4 hits on the Soviet side. 1 target select will be 1 early gen MBT. The first general hit will be the SAM, and 3 SP artillery will die as the additional 3 general hits. So after the first round, this is what will be left. So it's gonna be 1 SP artillery that retires, 1 early gen MBT, and 3 next gen MBTs. So, as said, we decided to roll from that point on and start recording again, and I really hope my phone won't die again. So I'm gonna roll 2 here for the early gen MBTs at 2, and 3 at a 6 for the defenders. Alright, so that's a 1 for the early gen MBT and 2 on the next gen MBTs. 1 will be a target select. The 2, let me check what he wanted. It is an MBT that he chooses to destroy the target select. So that's 1 general hit. I would take 1 light infantry for that. I would take a 2nd light infantry for this guy here. And I will take, or he will take 1 MBT. So I'm taking 1 ship off here. So that's what I got for the second round. Okay, let's see. So I'm rolling 1, 2, 3. 3 light infantry. These retire 2. And these retire 2. So I just took off the artillery because I didn't retire. So 3 light infantry and 1 mechanized infantry. Add a 1. No hits. 2 mechanized and 1 MBT at a 2. The MBT has a target select at a 2. Nothing. We've got 5 early gen fighters and at a 3, and the next gen MBT at a 4. So the early gen fighters really hit it. Okay, so 2 more hits with the early gen fighters. That's great to hear. 2 hits here. No hit with the next gen MBT. Now we've got 3 more with the medium bombers, hitting at a 5. That's a 3rd hit. And 1 fighter.
that's the green one, and 1 attack kilo, that's the orange one. Both had a 6. So that's a 6, so 4 hits in total. Soviets have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units left, so 1 more turn. Oh no, this one retires. Ha, that's great. Okay, so 4 hits needed, 4 hits. Alright, let's go to part 3 from my turn. I've no idea what happens to my phone. I just decided to buy a new one. I thought about it already. Yeah, it just stopped the video. Prior to the defender's roll this time, the defender rolled with 1 early gen NBT and 3 next gen NBTs. He got 3 hits out of that. All the next gen NBTs had a hit, and 2 target select went out of that. So the target select hits were another MBT and mechanized infantry. So I decided besides that to kill or to let die 1 light infantry more. So that's what's left, and I really hope this video won't stop again. So I can finish my turn here and never bother you with such stuff again, because my new phone will be way better, hopefully. Okay, so that's the stuff that's gonna stay in North Korea. These are all the air units that have to return. Okay, so this guy will fly over to southern Manchuria. This guy will fly over to Beijing. And these 3 will fly another way. I will show you in a moment. Okay, so the bombers have plenty of movement left. The bombers and the early gen fighters here, the freeze. And the fighter here, they will go to Guangxi. I will show you that in a moment. Because now we reached the non-combat move. I still have to look all the time if it's still recording. It's kind of annoying here. Sorry for that, guys. Okay. So, 1 fighter will return to southern Manchuria. 1 EGF will go to Beijing. And 3 EGFs will join forces here in Guangxi. That's still 3 movement left, so they went 1, 2, 3. The attack bombers, the medium bombers, the 3 of them got plenty of movement too, so they go up in here. The ASF will go here. Oh no, you know what? Yeah, he's gonna go there, and the fighter will go in here. Okay. Okay, now it starts to get really annoying. Unfortunately, my phone died again, or stopped recording again. I have no idea what happened, but I will buy a new one. So, really quick, what happened that wasn't recorded again. The defense for the Soviets in North Korea went really well. They had 3 next-gen MBTs and 1 early-gen MBT. The 3 next-gen MBTs hit all of them. 2 targets select from that. It was another MBT that died from me. 1 mechanized was chosen too, and 1 light infantry. That was what I lost. So I captured North Korea. I brought back all my fighting units, all that. So I mostly brought all the Air Force in here, besides 1 EGF and 1 ASF to Beijing, 1 EGF to southern Manchuria. I also have to check here if another thing. Yeah, just decided not to record. Really sorry for that, guys. I really hope it won't happen again. Okay, so what's left in North Korea? is on this task force marker here, so you can take a look. So it's 2 light infantry, 2 mechanized, 2 SP artillery, 1 next to an MBT, 1 SAM, 2 field artillery, and 1 attack hero. I was checking if it's still recording. Okay, so besides that, just a little bit of combat movements here. I will bring in nothing here. I will bring in 1 paramilitary. Sorry, moving a little bit and hoping it's not stopped to record again. Oh, looks good. Okay, so I'm bringing in the paramilitary in here. 1 SAM joins the forces here. And that's it. Still recording, okay. Besides that, there is no... And it stopped again. Oh, okay. That's really annoying. I will place my next medium bomber that I purchased here in Guangxi. So that's 4 medium bombers now. That's all my buys. So what do I collect? I got South Korea for 2, North Korea for 2, so that's 4 up on my base income. Plus 1 for Northern Kazakhstan, so that's 5 on that. My regular income, do I get that right? Is at 11, so we've got 11 plus 5. I've got some bonuses. I've got wartime income bonus for not having any enemy vessels in here, so that's 3 on top. No enemy vessels in here, so that's 3 more. And I saved 5. So in total we will have 11 plus 3, 14, 17, 22 plus 5 that I've saved, 27. Alright, so that's 27 bucks on hand for the Chinese. That's really impressive for me. Besides that, I'm gonna collect some battle stars. So it will be 1 battle star for capturing a land zone in North Korea, 1 battle star for capturing South Korea, 1 battle star for 1 air superiority kill, 1 battle star for capturing southern Kazakhstan, 1 battle star for killing a sub using the sub attack, and another 1 for killing a sub. So that's 6 battle stars in total that I collected. I hope I didn't forget anything. I will place my stuff or my battle stars and stop recording and just gonna buy a new freaking phone because that's really annoying. So sorry for that, guys. I really hope next turn will be better. Oh, I just forgot that I still got 2 early gen fighters in South Korea that I still got to move. They have 3 movement left. So one of them will join the fleet and land on the amphib assault ship. And the next one will be joining forces in, I think it's called Shanghai. This stuff.